Welcome in, guys. Can y'all hear me? Eloy, hi, welcome in. Can you hear me okay? Crowns. I used to smoke Sonomas, but I went to Crowns. After 20 years of smoking Sonomas. Crazy. Hey, welcome in. Pyramids, I remember those. Yep, I remember Lucky Strikes too. I never smoked them, but I knew people that did. Welcome in, guys. Would you do me a favor and hit the like button when you come in here? Show this channel some love, guys. He used to make his own. Yeah, I used to have the rolling machine. I used to have tops and bugler tobacco. I've done that too. 80 freaking cigarettes a day. Because the person I was seeing was there and he smoked, and then my two boys were there and they smoked, and if I didn't just get up and roll 80 cigarettes, I might as well hang it up. I was rolling them through the day anyway. They'd roll them here and there, but most of the time it was me. So I just got up in the morning, committed myself to rolling 80 cigarettes. It sucked, but and then I'd get in my little Aquarius moments where, hell no, you're not touching mine. You go roll your own. So wasn't very often, but I did. It's good seeing you too. Have a good day. Take care of yourself and be easy on yourself. Be safe. Ooh. I saw the tower, guys. So some of you may be going through a tower. Good or bad. I mean, I see it always good anyway. But I mean, it could be a hard tower or you know, a tower that lifts you up, excites you, changes the world. A shake-up of some sort. Mm. Hair is tickling my head. Tickling it. Heck, no. There we go. Okay, guys. We're going to get into this. Let's see what's up. What's up right now? We have a lot of planets shifting and changing and a lot of things going on. So let's see what's up right now. What's up for the collective right now? There's truth, clarity, something's becoming clear, coming out of the clouds, cutting things out that no longer serve you. New truthful beginning. This is also speaking your truth, standing in your truth. Could be apologies, new beginnings, something coming to fruition. Oh, that glitters isn't gold, something old falling away. There's golden petals here. So maybe all that glittered wasn't gold. You know, you thought it was, but it wasn't. So you're having to cut it out for a new beginning. Or you're being asked to cut it out for a new beginning. Clear old energy, bring in new energy. What's up for the collective? What's up? We want to know what's up. Welcome in, Soul Fam. You hit the like button, please, when you come in. Okay, we're going through some healing right now. making wishes upon a star. You know, we got our wishes out there. Wishes are heard. Stars are aligning. We're being asked to open up and be vulnerable. Take a lead. Don't be scared. Pour the knowledge out that you've got, and you know, the wisdom that you've learned on your journey. Yeah, some of us are closed. That was a star card, by the way. Some of us are closed off. Some of us have got our emotions closed. You know, we got a cap on that cup. Got a cap on our heart. Welcome in, Keith. We've been through hell and back. You know, it's natural. It's natural to have a lid on this. You know, to be kind of holding your heart back, kind of making sure that what's coming in is for you and you're making the right decision with your heart, because you're not responsible for you are the one responsible for your heart and your emotions and who you give that cup to. You know, if they decide to pour it out and stomp on it as you had done in the past, that's going to be on you. That's not going to be on anybody else. It's going to be on you, because then you got to figure out why it is you trusted them with your heart to start with. So they're saying to open up, though, be vulnerable, allow yourself to be open. You know the red flags. You know what they are. You see them when they come in. So but you're making damn sure this time, like you're tired of these cycles. You're tired of repeating things. You're very loving, very kind, very nurturing, very caring, very giving, very generous, and you want to make sure that you know you give your heart to someone that's equal to that. What's up for the collective? What's up for the collective? Yeah, some of you have options. You're looking at your options. You know, you're the creator of your own world. You want to make sure that whatever cup you take, you know you're discerning. You know it's the right cup for you. You know there ain't no games. There ain't, you know, you're getting exactly what you're going for in the cup. But see, there's clouds around these cups too. So, you know, maybe some things aren't clear to you right now. And maybe you're not sure what option. You're a little confused on which one to pick. This could be career. This could be, you know, your job or family, friends, lovers. You know, there could be different things in this cup that you're trying to figure out. Should you go after your career? Should you go after love? You know, should you try to make new friends? It doesn't always have to be options in love. It can be options in a lot of different things that are coming in. Option to maybe stay where you are, stay in your comfort zone, which I don't recommend. I recommend getting out of it, because if you don't evolve out of your comfort zone, you will be shaken out, which might be why I seen the tower at the beginning. But making sure that what's in these cups is really what you're asking for, you know. And there you are. There's that offer. There's that offer coming in, you know. But there's also a fish in that cup. So is that fish real? Is that fish really in there, or are you imagining it? Is it an illusion? Is it something that's created that you can't see? You know, something going on. Is this really, you know, a love offer, or is this someone coming in, you know, playing games, performing, doing what they can to get your attention? You need to make sure that what's going on is real. It feels real. You need to tap into your emotions and see how you feel about this. What is going on within you? Like, are you anxious? Are you scared? And is that coming from that person? Are you feeling that energy from that person? Or is it something within you that you need to go in and you need to work on and you need to heal? A fear maybe that you need to face. You know, maybe you're a little afraid of getting out of your comfort zone. You know, maybe last time you got out of your comfort zone, it didn't work out so well. But you got to go within and figure out where these feelings and these emotions are coming from. The water is flowing in this. It's not choppy. It's kind of flowing. So, you know, It does seem like a message that's going to open you up, allow you to open up and do the healing that you need to do. But again, you have to be discerning. You have to make sure, how you feel about it. And if you can't figure that out, then, because maybe things are a little cloudy and you can't see clear right now, or something's blocking your path or blocking it, maybe you need to take a little bit of time to go within. Maybe you need to take a little time to yourself, go within and figure out how you feel about it. It's going good. Going better than expected. Yeah, the universe does push really hard, but you got to remember at the end of the day, universe knows what you really want, not what you're out there saying you want. The universe knows when you're not okay, so you can't fool it. There's no trick in it. There's no fooling it. So you really got to go within, and you really got to look at things. What else? What's up? Is this supposed to be in reverse? Okay. So, is this supposed to be in the reverse? Is this supposed to be in the reverse? I'm glad to see that. No, it's not. So, is this supposed to be in the reverse? Glad to see that too. Okay. What else? What's up? So, you got a new, passionate, fiery beginning coming in. This is something that's going to light you back up, light your spark back up. It has potential to grow. It can be the wand coming in. So if you don't want a little one, you might want to wrap it before you tap it. But for those who are not worried about that or not into that, or you don't care, and that's what you want, this is something that's going to light you back up. It's going to bring the creativity back up. It's going to open up your sexual energy, your fire. But you got to take action. That's what they said. This is an offer coming in of a brand new beginning, but you have to take action. You have to move forward. This is only potential. It's something being offered to you that has the potential to grow. It has the potential to bring you back out. Maybe if you've been, in hermit mode, or you've been going within, you've been internal, you've been in recovery, you haven't been out shining and showing your light. This is the potential for you to take action on something and to move forward with it. So this is what I was saying. I'm glad to see that. This is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Those swords are coming out of your back. They are coming out. You're going to take that sword. You're going to cut out whatever it is that you need to cut out. You're going to get clarity on whatever it is you need to get clarity on. You're going to see your way forward. These clouds that are in these cups are going to clear. Everything's going to become clear. You're the magician of your own world. So you're the one making this happen. You're the one that's clearing your vision. You're the one that's taken time out and meditated and allowed yourself the downtime to really go within, to really go deep, to really see what it is that you really want. So, you're standing up again. Your blessings are going to be coming in. The dark, the shadow is going to go away. And some of you may not be completely at this point right now, but this is what's happening. Things are going to clear up, and you are going to stand back up. And those who've wronged you, you're going to cut them out. You're not even going to take a second thought about it. You spend enough time on it. You spend enough of your energy on it, possibly enough of your finances on it. You're just going to cut it out, and you're not going to look back. You're just going to cut it out, and you're going to move forward. Because you are doing this, because this is part of your plan, taking your power back, knowing who the fuck you are, and wanting something different, wanting a change, wanting a shift. Here comes your Two of Cups. Here comes your whatever it is, the contract of love, the friendship, the romance. Yeah, you're not going to be the same. It's going to be different. These people are dressed in different clothes, but that's because opposites attract. Jobs too. Opposites attract. It may be something that you never saw coming. It might be something completely different than you ever thought was going to happen. Could be different religions or faiths or spiritualities. Could be different ages. Could be you see life differently, but you're coming together, and you are going to be the strength for each other. The weakness that one person has is the strength of the other person, and vice versa. It's going to be on a level playing field. It's starting out on a level playing field. These cups are level. They're equal. It's equal give and take, equal energy, equal time. And you do have the strength to do this. I see the lion here. And you have the wings to fly. You can fly high. You can soar. Plus, your angels are overlooking this. They've mixed these two cups together so that they can combine. Yes, opposites, but you strengthen each other. If you can work on yourselves and work on your wounds and work on the things that the past brought up within you about yourself and your triggers and your insecurities and your fears, if you can both work on that within yourselves and work together, this can be a very, empowering, very hell of a teammate, hell of teamwork. It's a power couple, and this can be in a job too. You might go out and get a job that is different than you ever thought that you would ever get, but you fall in love with it and it just works, and you work with it. There's also a house back here. So some of you, this contract that's coming in, maybe a home. Could be moving. It could be a home. I've never been drawn to the home on this before. And there's green in here. So there's the potential. There's a lot of potential to grow. There's a lot of yellow in this card. A lot of courage and a lot of confidence and moving forward in confidence. And standing in your power while you do it. Another card that came out was the Five of Swords in reverse. So you're done with the chaos. You're done with the drama. You don't want to fight no more. There's nothing left in the past worth fighting for. You know what I'm saying? You've taken these swords away from your enemies, and you're not allowing them to affect your emotions, affect your life, have power over you anymore. You're taking that power back from them, or it, or the situation, or the job, and you're figuring out what it is for you that you want, What's up? Collective, what's up? What's up? I'm procrastinating right now. I want to get out here and do this, but I got some traveling to do to go get my computer fixed today, and I'm not looking forward to the traveling. Okay, yeah, I've seen it for a reason. Okay, So, is this supposed to be in the reverse? Is this supposed to be in the reverse? No. Okay. The Tower, guys. The Tower. So here's the shakeup. Is God divine shaking this up in the upright? That says yes. And the reverse would be you all shaking it up for yourselves and deciding to get out of this and do this for yourselves and make this change for yourselves. And I'm not saying that some of you might not be doing that, but it is being guided by the divine. If you are shaking it up, if you are changing it up, if you are getting out of your comfort zone and walking away from things, you've had that epiphany moment. That's the lightning that strikes, the epiphany moment come in. I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of this. I'm not going to live like this anymore. I'm changing my life. If I want something different, I've got to do something different. If I want to change, then I got to start with me. I got to start with the man in the mirror. I have to start with me. So either way, it's still divinely guided. Whether divine is putting that thought in your head or your past and loved ones are putting that thought in your head, you're just tired of shit. You're tired of it going the same way. You realize that nothing's ever going to change. It's always going to stay that way. It's time for you to take your power back. Or God's source divine is coming in and giving you this tower moment, shaking it up, breaking everything down. Things aren't working the way that you thought that they were going to. This might have meant something to you at one time. That's why you worked so hard on building it. But you didn't pay attention to the cracks and stuff in it. You just patched them. You didn't work on them. You didn't work through them, or your partner didn't work through them. They just patched them up and acted like they didn't exist, swept it under the rug. God said, no, I've had enough. I'm done with this. I'm not watching this anymore. I'm taking this to the ground. It's not built right. It needs to be built correctly. It's not stable. I want it built stable. So when the wind and the hurricanes and the third parties and all of that come in, they can't shake this shit no matter what, because it's built strong. It's built tough. It's built to last. Nothing, no one, no family member, no friend, nobody can come in. No seductress or seductor could come in and mess this up. You've got it built correctly. So, and some of this could be, shaking your foundation up because something good's coming in that you didn't expect. It's out of nowhere and it kind of shakes you up and shakes up the energy and gets things going, gets things moving. And why is this happening? Because you're the damn Empress. The Empress or the Emperor? You are. You need to see your worth. You need to know what you're worth. You need to go after what it is you're worth. You need to stand in your power, plant those seeds. Allow that offer to come in or make that offer. Plant that seed, water it, nurture it, love it, care for it, cherish it. You're very tapped in, you're very intuitive. You're not wrong. Stop second guessing yourself. No second guessing ourselves anymore. We know. We already know. Our soul knows. Our spirit knows. We know. So we're standing in that. Whatever we touch has potential to grow. Has potential to turn to gold. It has potential to be long-term, to be lasting. Get out there. Let your hair down. Allow yourself to open up and have fun again. Allow yourself to be inspired and to take action and to create. And, she's pregnant. Usually the Empress is pregnant. Either pregnant, someone around you is pregnant, and or you are. And if that's the case, then congratulations. I'm so happy for you. And if it's not that, then, she's very fertile. She's very pregnant with ideas. She's got a lot of ideas and she needs to plant those seeds. She's very loving, very kind, very generous, she cares about everyone and everything. And, they don't always treat her like the Empress that she is, but she's always been that way. She's always been the Empress. What else? What's up with the collective? What's up? What's up? Give me 2 more cards for the collective. What's up? That was more than 2. Well, we'll take them. Okay. All right, I'm clarifying that one. Clarify the devil for me. Clarify the devil. Clarify the devil. Clarify the devil. Okay. Feeling stuck and trapped. Trapped up in your own head, trapped in your own thoughts, overthinking a situation, keeping yourself trapped. Stay. Don't want to stay. See, you're not supposed to stay in your head. You're not supposed to stay in your head. It won't stay. So you have the power within you to break out of this, to break out of these emotions, to break out of this thought, to tap into how you really feel. You know, stop overthinking. You may be on a delay, yes, but you know, maybe that delay is delaying the devil. You know, maybe the devil is being kept away. So, you know, everything happens for a reason, guys. Like, literally, everything that happens around you happens for a reason. If you're driving down the road and, you know, you run into, you know, traffic that's going slow, instead of cussing the traffic and throwing a fit, thank the traffic, because it may be stopping you from getting in an accident. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody, you know, kind of cuts you off, or, you know, they almost hit you, don't cuss because they almost hit you, because they're going on down the road about their business. They don't give 2 shits about you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they might be cussing, but that's bringing their vibration down. The devil energy, you know, that brings your vibration down. If it was an almost, then thank God, thank universe, thank divine, thank your ancestors, whoever it is that you believe in, that you're good. The car's good. You're okay. You know, go about your day. Don't let it fuck your day up. What's this devil? Clarify this devil. Clarify this devil. Clarify the devil. Collaborating. Give me one more. Your creativity. Collaboration. You may be okay. You may be listening to someone that you don't need to be listening to. But you will be able to feel it. You'll be able to feel it in here. It won't feel like it really resonates. It'll feel more like it's forced. Maybe you need to be your own inspiration, you know. And then some of you may want to find a guide or a mentor, but make sure that when you do, it resonates with you. You can feel it. You can feel the truth coming off of them. What else? Clarify this devil. Clarify this devil. Somebody might want you to collaborate with them that maybe you shouldn't, and you will feel that you shouldn't, and maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe you're feeling stuck and trapped because you feel like there's something off. You can feel it. So you're in your head and you're overthinking it because there's a collaboration or an offer that's come in. It just doesn't sit right with you. So it puts you in your head. And instead of being in your head, feel your emotions. Feel how it feels. Because the devil is after the Empress. Comes in after the Empress. So, and when you're in your good energy and you know your worth and you're moving forward and you're taking action and you're being loving and you're being caring and generous, the devil does want to come in and tempt you. So just be very discerning on these options. And it comes underneath the options. We have Look, this is how it's set up. The options, the contract, and the devil. So the devil is in the details on some of these options, so be very careful. Okay, give me another card. Clarify the devil. Clarify the devil. Make sure. Yeah, I got this right. Clarify the devil. Give me another card. Clarify the devil. There could be someone coming in to try to block this. We have an offer here next. It's very slow. Hasn't been planted. Need to plant the seed. Maybe the devil's telling you not to plant the seed, or getting in your head, allowing your fears to stop you from planting the seed or taking this offer. So you're slow about it. You're cautious about it. But you need to get off of that horse and plant that seed, plant that offer. Take that. Challenge the devil. Challenge those energies. Challenge those fears. Challenge that negative self-talk. Because the devil is trying to come in and bind you to something. Maybe he's trying to bind you to the past. You know? Maybe he's right in between the Empress and this offer. So maybe there's something coming in trying to block this contract. Because the contract's above. There may be someone or something from the past trying to come in to make you second guess yourself so you don't take this. But the devil is trying to block the Empress. Block the offer. Stop the offer. Give me one more to clarify the devil. One more. One more to clarify the devil. You're not stuck. You're not trapped. You may feel like you are, and it may be an intense connection that you're walking away from. You're leaving the devil and making a new offer too, because I see that too. Some of you are leaving the devil energy and leaving the toxicity and going on this journey and making a new offer, but you're a little cautious because you're coming out of the toxicity. You're coming out of something that was toxic that you really thought was your person or your thing, and it turned out to not be. Look, collaboration fell in the reverse. So you're not collaborating with this devil anymore. The Empress is looking straight at her future. She's not looking at the devil. She's looking forward. She's not looking at the devil. You know, she's focused on her future. She's focused on what's ahead, not what's behind. Well, she intuitively feels him there. Like, she can feel his energy because she's intuitive. So the toxicity may still be in your energy. You may still feel a pull. You may still feel the past pulling on you. And this is in the same row as the Tower. This is a shakeup to protect the Empress. Being done to protect the Empress or the Emperor, however you fail. You fit, you know, masculine, feminine, whatever energy you're coming from. But this Tower is protecting the Empress. And the devil doesn't like that. The devil's trying to come in between. Doesn't want you to have this new beginning. Doesn't want you to take this new offer. Doesn't want you to leave them behind. They're trying to cast the energy at you. Maybe they're thinking about you a lot and they're pulling on you. So maybe they're in your thoughts. But either way, I see you moving forward. You're moving forward. You're wanting to offer something to someone else. You're wanting to move forward with your ideas. And there's that take action again. Take action. Plant those seeds. Make that offer. Take that offer. Be discerning. But, yeah. Yeah, death. Death. This devil wants to put a death to your new beginning. This devil energy is trying to stop you from your new beginning. Whether that be old thoughts coming in from the past, or, you know, the past throwing energy at you by thinking about you and stuff, or whatever. This devil is trying to come in between. But there's a death to this. He doesn't want this ending. But there is. There's going to be an ending and a new beginning, and this devil can't do anything to stop it. Cannot do anything to stop it. Even the horse is black. You know, death to the old. Take action. Get off the horse and plant those seeds and water them and nurture them. And then you've got, look, the Lovers on the bottom. This is a new, this is love too, guys. This is love. Love of something. Love of a job. Love of your passion, your creativity, entrepreneurship, you know, birthing a new idea. It's brought in from the heavens. This is divinely guided. Yeah, she's looking up at them like, are you sure? Are you sure this one's gonna work out? Are you sure this is gonna happen? A little bit of fear, but she's looking for guidance. Am I really supposed to leave this devil behind? Am I right about this being a devil? Do I know my worth? Is this worthy of me? Is this new beginning worthy of me? I'm the damn empress. Or is it just going to fall into another tower? Like, she's questioning things. Like, she's not just moving forward. She's questioning things. And this guy is looking at her like she's the world. She's his whole world. Like, she means the world to him, you know? His focus is solely on her. What she's questioning is, she's like, is this the right one? You know, I thought so in the past. You know, she's talking to the gods, the angels, and, you know, resting and recovering, and she having a full conversation with her guides. Like, are you sure? You know, are you sure this time? Look, I can't make it up. Walking away. You're walking away from something that was toxic. It was toxic. And because of that, you're questioning it. Like, am I really ready to move forward? Is this really my person? Like, I'm walking away from this and I'm trying to find my new beginning. And she's walking right into the Lovers. She might not even see it. She might not even realize it, but she's walking straight into the Lovers. Walking away from that devil energy. Look, brand new emotional beginning. Their cup overflowing, love, joy, happiness. Took the time out to feel his or her own cup. You know, they're overflowing with energy now. They've rested, they've recuperated, they've regenerated. So God Divine is bringing this brand new offer, brand new emotional offer. It's going to make you emotional. It may even make you cry. You may not be able to believe it. It may be so shocking you can't believe it. But you're getting this because you're finally walking away from that devil energy, that overthinking, that fear, that toxicity. And look, you offer toward a king of swords. So, you know, this is a knight going toward a king. But this knight will transform once this knight makes this offer, plants this seed, goes forward with this. And the king, you know, it's got to make sense to him. You know, he didn't become a king because, you know, he just woke up one day and became a king. No, he had a journey to go on. He had a very hard journey to go on. He had to go through the page. The page is, you know, people stalking him, people watching him, people gossiping about him. He had to do a lot of studying. He was very guarded, kept looking back at the past, and you know stepping forward, but very cautiously. Then he had to go into the queen. The queen, man, you don't fuck with the queen. Like, the queen knows her shit. She's very intuitive. You're not gonna fool her. She's been there, done that. She's been through shit. She's been through hell, he or she, and they're just tired of the bullshit. So they're you know are you fucking with me meter, like, their bullshit meter is like really, really sensitive. So they're gonna know when you're coming in, if you playing game, you fucking around, or you're being honest and truthful, and she gonna cut out whatever doesn't serve her. So he's been through this. He's already been through all of this, and he's holding his sword here. He's ready. He's got to cut you out. He will, but it's got to make sense to him. It's got to be logical to them. The problem with the King of Swords sometimes is that they don't tap into their feelings because they're all in their head. And not only that, they're very grounded. So they could come off cold. You might not feel like they care. They might give you that cold energy, but he knows his worth. He knows who the fuck he is. He's been through a lot. He didn't become a king for no reason. He was entitled to that. Anitra, did I not pin it? I'll do $20 readings if you want a reading done, but only to Cash App. I'm not doing free readings right now. This is a collective reading for everyone about what's up, what's going on. Because we're all going through some heavy energies right now. But if you'd like to send $20 to my Cash App or my PayPal, then I will do a reading for you. I already did a very extensive collective reading. You might want to go back and watch it. It might help you. It might have some answers in it for you. If you don't want to, if you don't want to pay for a reading right now. But either way, collective, this tower isn't coming in to hurt you. It's coming in to help you. It's coming in to protect you, protect the Empress, protect the Emperor, and take out of your life what no longer serves you. Look, where was that? It might have been something that came out earlier that I seen at the beginning. But anyway, there's petals. There's petals on the Ace of Swords, the golden petals that are falling off. They're right there. So all that glittered wasn't gold. You might have thought it was, but it wasn't. So it's showing up in this card too, and I never noticed that in this card either. So yeah, it was an illusion. The past was an illusion. It helped you though. It helped you grow, it helped you evolve. But there were some cracks left. There were some wounds and stuff that you didn't look at. And you just kind of slapped a band-aid on the wound, and underneath that band-aid, you didn't put anything on it. You didn't treat it. So underneath that wound, it festered, and it became infected, and you had to go deeper. You had to go deeper into the wound, back into the trauma, and you didn't do it. So it festered back up to the surface, and it busted back open, and now you got to cleanse it, and you got to clean it, and you got to really clean it out and treat it, and put some antibiotic on that shit, put some healing on that shit, and then put the band-aid on. So I hope that this isn't, and I'm in no way a medical advisor, so don't take it that way, but I hope this isn't somebody who actually did have something that got infected, that busted open, they had to go get healed. But if that is the case, and I never get health stuff usually, but here lately I've been getting healing and stuff like that. But if it is the case, it's you're gonna come out okay. You're gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. But you got to go within. You got to clean it. You got to take care of it. But I hope that this helps someone. You know, you're in confusion, or you've had some confusion, or some things have been going on that's been uncomfortable. It's, the devil's trying to get back in. You've done kicked the devil out. The devil energies are trying to get back in. They're trying to come between you and what it is that you want and what it is you deserve. But you are healing. You're healing over this devil. And you've gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom that you can pay forward to other people. That may help other people. You're brimming with knowledge. But yeah, stand in your power. You're the empress. Know your worth. You're the empress, the emperor. Know your worth. Know who you are. Go after your dreams. Don't let anything stop you. Go after love. Don't let anything stop you. You deserve it. It was yours when you were born, you had that birthright. You had that birthright to have anything and everything you needed. To have the love that you wanted. To have the life that you wanted. And the devil don't want you to know that. Because, at the end of the day, the devil loves you too, like in his own way. He wants you. He doesn't want God, divine source, to have you. He doesn't want you to be surrounded in happiness and all that. Now he will bring something in. He will give you something. He will give you an offer. And it may seem like the happiest time of your life. It may seem like the best thing in the world. Because, he dresses that up. He dresses that up because he's got to tempt you in some way. Could be sexual, could be this hot guy or this hot woman that comes in that tries to get in between you and your person and take this down, because he doesn't want you filled with love. He doesn't want you filled with God. He doesn't want you filled with happiness and joy. That's being filled with God. God's within you. He wants you to second guess. He wants you to be fearful. He wants you to not take that leap forward. Talk yourself out of it. Sabotage yourself. So just get out of your head and get into your heart. Try to align your mind and your heart together. That's what makes sense, but does it feel good as well? Clear old energy, bring in new energy. We needed something good. We needed to hear something good. But everything is going to be all right. Just trust and believe everything's going to be all right. Even if it doesn't feel it right now, it's going to be all right. But guys, I have a trip that I'm procrastinating on today, and I have dinner today. I have a lot going on today. But I gotta decide whether I'm going on this trip today or I'm gonna postpone it. I have a few more days. I could postpone it if I really want to. But yeah. That's your reading for today. I hope that y'all stay safe out there. Be careful out there. There's a lot of craziness going on out there. Mercury retrograde, still isn't gone yet. So we still got accidents and breakdowns and miscommunication and, delayed messages, delayed action, delays, period. So just be safe out there. Be careful. Don't get in your head too much. Yes, dive deep, dive deep, figure out the meanings, figure out what it is that you need to figure out for your life, and, put the feelings toward it as well. Allow those emotions out if you need to. If you got to cry, cry. If you got to scream, go out somewhere and scream, or scream into your pillow, or go into the middle of the woods and scream, or whatever. Who cares if people think you're acting crazy? You got to get those emotions out, because they've got to be moved out so something new can move in. You got to clear that space within inside you to allow something new to come in. Some of you may need to, or may be working on your home, clearing out things, getting rid of the old, getting ready for the new. But either way, that space has got to be made so that new can come in. If you've got things crammed and packed and you got no space for anything new, then, God Divine Source isn't going to bring you in, because you got no space for it inside yourself, or in your home, or your workspace, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So do some energy clearing, do some energy work, whether it's in the house, shift things around, move furniture around. That breaks up the energy. Get out there and dance, listen to music, do something to break up the energy, exercise, go for a walk in nature, anything that can break up the energy, break up the stagnancy, and allow things to start moving and flowing forward. Look, higher level of commitment, guys. Higher level of commitment. Winning the race, being successful, celebrating. This could be people getting together and celebrating, which, it's Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving's coming up. So a lot of you may be getting together with family and celebrating. This is committing to something, committing to taking that leap of faith, committing to that relationship, committing to that job, committing to that direction, committing to planting those seeds or taking that offer. It has the potential to be very successful. That's the 4 walls of stability. And that's stability within yourself, not just stability in relationships and your job and all of that, but that's also stability within yourself. Knowing what you want, going after it, giving yourself a chance to succeed and win. So everything's going to be okay, guys. It is. But anyway, I got to figure out whether I'm going to get the motivation to go on this journey. Go on this freaking trip that I don't want to go on. I hate driving anymore. I'm glad that I have a vehicle that can drive, but I want to be chauffeured. Tired of being the chauffeur. I'm tired of doing the driving. I'm tired of being the taxi. Anyway, enough about me. I love you all. Be safe. Take it easy on yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Be patient with yourselves. I love you all, and I will see you later. Mwah. Later.